140 words per minute for 8 minutes. 5 seconds more. Start. Honorable President, respected Vice President, Madam Speaker of Lok Sabha, members of the Council of Ministers, all the other members of the House, and the esteemed conglomerate gathered here representing diverse sectors. In the process of nation building, we often arrive at a moment which leads us to a path-breaking juncture and opens up a plethora of opportunity, imploring us to aspire for new dreams. At the stroke of the midnight hour today, together we shall ensure a pioneering future of the nation. Within a few moments from now, our nation will embark upon a new economic regime. The entire 1.25 billion citizens of the country are a witness to this historical event. I do not believe that this process of GST is restricted to the scope of economy only. This momentous occasion stands today as a testimony to the concept of cooperative federalism in Indian democracy. This hallmark day was possible due to the relentless efforts put in over decades by several stalwarts under whose guidance various teams developed this GST framework. It is overwhelming to see you all spare your valuable time to attend this auspicious occasion. I extend my heartfelt welcome and express my sincere gratitude to all of you for your august presence today. This path that we have tread upon, the direction that we have selected, the system that we have developed has not seen the light of the day because of just one team or one government. This is a shared heritage. The combined efforts of all led us to this accomplishment. The same house which once on 14th August 1947 at the stroke of the midnight hour witnessed the most pious moment of the nation attaining freedom. Several years later, this house shall once again go down in the annals of history as there could not have been a more anointed venue than this for the launch of one of the biggest strength of federal structure, the GST reform. Between many great debates, agreements and disagreements, chalking a new path, adopting the middle path when they would go astray, was born the Indian Constitution. It was an outcome of deliberations which lasted 2 years, 11 months and 17 days when people from every part of the country participated in the brainstorming. In a similar way, GST has been the result of a long-drawn process of several years equally supported by state governments. There have been continuous discussions with former ministers and the best brains of the country have helped realize GST. Very importantly, GST also intends to bring in economic reforms. It is a great example of cooperative federalism which shall facilitate inclusive growth of the nation. This GST Council has developed such systems wherein the underprivileged gets all the promised facilities. The people connected with GST have gone beyond politics and unanimously contributed to ensure welfare of the poor class. My hearty congratulations to all who led this movement towards this milestone. All states are slated to gain immensely as they shall now get equal opportunities of development. GST is the first of its kind system in the country when both center and state shall be putting consolidated efforts in the same direction. We shall be proud of this wonderful system for generations to come as GST is a landmark achievement which is bound to take the nation towards exponential growth. Chanakya's words summarize the whole GST process. Even if something is very difficult to be achieved, one can obtain it with penance and hard work. Can we imagine when we became independent, there were more than 500 princely states. If it was not for Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel to integrate these princely states, what would have been the political map of India today? Just as Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel unified India by helping several princely states subsume into a common entity, the GST will bring economic unification. If we take into consideration the 29 states, the 7 union territories, the 7 taxes of the center and the 8 taxes census of the states and several different taxes for different commodities, the number of taxes sum up to a figure of 500. Today, all those taxes will be shred off to have one nation, one tax. The foreign investors used to be confused about different systems in different states. Today, we are moving ahead to get rid of that situation. Arun Ji has vividly explained that once GST is in place, all sorts of taxes like sales tax, VAT, etc. will cease to exist. Long wait by vehicles at toll plazas will end. Sometimes certain items, especially the perishable ones that were supposed to reach their destination in time, were delayed because of the time taken for processing, and it resulted in losses at both ends. Today, we are getting rid of all that. The country is moving a step forward towards a modern taxation system. This is a system that is simpler, more transparent. It will help us in curbing black money and corruption and reward honesty. It will generate interest and enthusiasm to do business honestly. It will bring in a new culture of governance. We have all lived tax terrorism and Inspector Raj. Today, due to the transparency of GST, due to technologically proven trial, grey areas are ending. GST has an inherent strength of eliminating the possibility of ordinary businessmen being harassed by the officers. Traders with a turnover of up to rupees 20 lakh are totally exempt from this. Traders with a turnover up to 75 lakhs are also having many exemptions. GST is a system that ends the imbalances in the country's trade. It also boosts the exports of the country. This system not only provides impetus to already developed states but also provides the opportunity to the backward states to develop. Our states are enriched with natural resources. Look at Bihar, Eastern UP, West Bengal, the Northeast, Odisha. They are all brimming with natural resources. When they will get a single tax regime, I can see clearly that whatever deficiency is there, those will be removed and this part of the country will move ahead. All the states of India will get equal opportunity for development. GST is the taxation system of New India, of the digital India. It is not merely ease of doing business. It is demonstrating way of doing business. In legal parlance, GST may be known as goods and services tax, but the benefits of GST will positively ensure it to be good and simple tax for the citizens of India. Good because it liberates us from layers of taxation. Simple because it is uniformly implemented pan-India. On this momentous occasion, I wish to acknowledge the role of the Honorable President who anchored the project concomitantly. He has astutely engaged himself at every stage of the designing of this taxation reform and steered the team with his invaluable contribution towards this historical day. I am deeply indebted to him for his guidance and his august presence during the launch event of GST. With these feelings, I once again extend my gratefulness to all who were a part of this initiative and request the Honorable President to guide us further from here.